It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
You're not tuned into something super tight. Puffin' something sticky, nigga, I roll through the light. Need to hear something real just to get me through the night. I'm looking for them jackets cause I know they looking shy. Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get the low love from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.
Already, baby, what it do? It's your big dog, Bobo Luciano. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in to Super Tight TV. We're back, up your back, going smack, 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 just like that. Feel good. Feel real good.
On a Friday.
On a Friday night, baby. We about to partake in the last interview of the day. I got one of my family members here, man. I watched this guy grow up. But first, everybody, I got my sexy ass, gorgeous, beautiful wife.
It's your girl Jazzy K.
In the building. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about.
I know.
You got to roll it like that. You know what I'm talking about? People say, what is that? Is that Spanish? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got it right, bro.
It ain't Spanish.
That's Texan.
That's that Texan.
That's Texas.
That's that country rap tune talk.
That's
Yeah.
Texas.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so I got my man, my brother. Like I said, I used to be in these streets heavy, moving around, especially when it came to the art of rap. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to have my hand in a lot of stuff, and I really didn't have any enemies. Don't have any enemies now. So I was cool with a lot of people, and I ran upon this youngster that was just spitting. He had a brother with him that was making tracks, and he was affiliated with a clique of brothers that I was cool with. So I said, "Who's the new youngster?" Well, I got my man in the house, Riflman.
What up?
Yeah.
Long time coming, man. What's happening?
That part.
You sounding good over there, Kenny.
Long time coming.
Yeah.
Real talk.
So how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm good to see you. Good to see Jazzy K, man.
With a real in the house.
With a real in the building. Still
Long live 24K.
Long live 24K, man.
Yeah, man. A real one.
A real one.
A real one.
A real one, dog.
So when you started rapping, how old was you when you started rapping?
Ooh, man. So how far you want to go back?
Well, I just want to know that particular time.
All the way back.
Yeah. So, I started DJing first. So about 13.
Already.
I was DJing by 7th, 8th grade.
Really?
So I was a house party DJ. So if there's a house party jumping off in the hood, no matter where it's at, I was getting dropped off. I had my one turntable, one tape deck, and house speakers.
In the 7th grade.
That's just what it was. So that's how I started.
I knew you had started kind of early.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, a lot of people don't start that. I mean, what's that, 11, 12?
Yeah, it was about 12, 13.
Damn.
Yeah, I started there, and then I figured out I could rap. I could turn my headphone into a microphone.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I did that before.
Yeah. So I figured that part out.
The real hustlers.
Yeah.
The real hustler. What? This kid, I can. What?
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. Once I figured that out, it was on. You know what I'm saying? We just started like me and my brother. We shared a room, so we just started making music.
The room became the studio.
The bedroom was a studio.
Yeah. Really? Well, I'm gonna kick it to my wife. She like to go down there through the beginning.
I do. You like to paint a picture for the folks.
Family life, good life.
Tell us where you from.
Man, I'm from originally from South Dallas, Texas.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Representing.
What side?
Queen City, Crozier Avenue, 2800 block.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? With the Charles Rice, X-Line Park.
Hey.
Did all that. And then we moved to DeSoto when probably I was like, oh man, it was a long time ago. But when I lived in DeSoto, I kept going to school in the South.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it wasn't no black folks in DeSoto.
I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying?
That had to be a culture shock for you.
Man, it was huge. So my parents didn't want me going to school out there. So I kept going to school in the South.
Wait a minute.
And that's, you know what?
That's just the opposite.
Yeah. I commend them for that.
Yeah.
Because you do need to be around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they worked at night. You know what I'm saying? So My mom was a teacher, and she kept getting a degree at night. She would drive to Commerce every night after she taught. And my dad worked at night overnight, so I'd walk home to my grandtee house and just stay in the South.
Yeah.
So.
Chris is. I say, little brother. Chris is older than you.
Chris, my little we're 11 months apart.
Oh, really? So he is your little brother.
So at this point in time, for
Y'all
these
the
2
same
weeks,
age.
we the same age. Yeah. So he loved this 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. No, we
Yeah, we're the
twins.
same age right now. So.
Ooh, shout out to your mama.
Yeah.
Ain't
Your
no
mama.
way.
Man, at least they was boys.
Yeah. So we grew up like best friends, brothers.
Yes.
Shared everything. So
Share the life of music,
yeah,
love for music.
Share the love for music. Yeah.
Yes.
So when did the DJing? Well, let me ask this: when you were in school, were you in a band or anything?
Yeah, I did band.
What did you play?
I played the trumpet a little while. I played the tuba. So yeah, I was in bands. So I could read music, but DJing was kind of like my thing.
Yeah.
So I learned how to mix records and all that kind of stuff. So
And then when did you start rapping?
probably about high school, probably. So I used to make little demo tapes, and back then, for you youngsters that don't know,
Yeah, school them.
yeah. So the CD, tapes and records had the addresses on the back, or phone numbers on the back.
That's right.
So I would make tapes and just send them out to everybody. A call, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I remember I got a call back one day from Midwest Records.
Oh yeah, here in Dallas.
Yeah, they called me back one day, and guy was talking to me and said, yeah, we want to sign you, but we want you to pay to make your album. Can you put your parents on the phone? So that didn't go too well.
No.
Okay.
Sign you
So they
with,
was
in other
like,
words,
nah.
sign you with no budget.
Yeah, right. So long story short, though, I did end up doing a deal when I was 16 with this label called 50th Street.
Oh, I remember that name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude named Mark.
What was he out of?
He was out Oak Cliff, right
Really?
there on 50th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, so
How
we
was
did-
that situation?
Man, it was a learning experience. I had signed with a group, and
What was the name of the group?
it was called Too Real.
Oh, really? Okay.
Foreshadowing to.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah, it was called Too Real. Me and my partner Corey. So, and we bumped heads because he made all the beats.
Corey.
Mark did. The guy that owned the
Okay,
label
yeah.
did, but I wanted to make the beats. So he just thought I was too young, didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
So we kept bumping heads, and it just didn't work out.
Was his beats jamming?
Nah, they're real R&B.
Oh,
Yeah, he was doing R&B. You know what I'm saying? So
you wanted some 808?
yeah,
Some bass.
Some hip hop.
right. This is like 93,
Oh, early.
94.
yeah.
So I wanted more of that sound
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
versus R&B.
Yeah. And that's when rap was. You could tell rap beats back then, and then there was a distinct difference between
Yeah.
rap beats and R&B beats.
R&B, yeah.
But then in the early 90s is when they started meshing. Like I said, Dr. Dre came in and started
Right.
putting that music
Right.
into it.
Right.
So he didn't let you do no other different kinds
Man,
of
but
hip
let
hop beats,
nah.
everything?
Nah. I
Let me
was
tell you
16.
something, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. I've seen that situation before.
Yeah.
I've heard and seen that situation before.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because usually back then, if you wanted to be in a studio, it was normally by someone who built their studio
Right.
by starting being a producer at first.
Mm-hmm.
Then they bought a studio.
Right.
Then they want to open up a record label.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Basically,
saying?
yeah.
And so their dream is, I'm
I'm the
going to
composer.
produce all these rappers.
Right.
I'm gonna be Dr. Dre.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna be Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what their dreams are.
And what he failed to understand was
wasn't
I'm
jamming,
out
no.
there. That too.
Yeah.
But I was out there, so I'm out here DJing parties and doing all the stuff. So I know what the sound is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just bumped heads.
You know
on
what
that.
people want to hear, right?
Yeah.
You know what you should have done? You should have tried to talk to them about a compromise.
Well, I was 16.
Let me get
hard-headed,
one.
you know.
16.
Let me get one track.
Yeah.
And then if that track did good, then the next time, I'm gonna do 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Cause I think that's how isn't that how Andre 3000 and them started off?
Mm-hmm.
Because of course, Dungeon Family was
Just doing all the
everything.
tracks. Yeah. And they
you know,
came. Yeah.
Did 1 or 2. They say they when Lil Below came out, I think they were in control of the whole album by that time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So Too Real.
Too real. Yeah.
That didn't end up being the situation.
No,
it wasn't
you
too
know,
real.
No, it wasn't too real. But
So-
we was young and we were wild. We were running the streets
Yeah.
and
Live and learn.
and we came up on some equipment.
Already.
Just having to find some equipment.
Yeah.
You know how they go.
Yes, sir.
We
Lucky
won't speak
you.
on that. Yeah, just found some equipment one day.
What kind of equipment was this, sir?
It was like a beat machine and a little keyboard.
Okay.
And we started making our own beats, me and my brother.
Really? Okay.
Well, I started first, then he kind of just took control. You know how that go.
You don't make tracks anymore, do you?
Oh, I do. Yeah,
Really?
I do.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
laid that to the side for the
Yeah.
rapping.
Nah, I still make tracks. So, especially the last couple of years, we're making quite a few of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
still making
That's
tracks,
where the
yeah.
music is. That's where the music and the money
so you
is,
still
baby.
got it.
Yeah.
I love to hear some of those.
Yeah. If you heard any stuff from like any of the newer stuff we put out, like the Killer Cottonfield
Yes, yes.
2 or Blo's latest stuff, I produce a lot of stuff on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only hear certain songs
Yeah.
that they release.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we've been so busy trying to do this platform that it's been a blur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Between recording and editing
Right.
and it's booking guests to come through. It's a 3-man team.
Yeah. Already.
4-man team. Excuse
Already.
me. It looked like 3 today. Shots fired. Huh?
Thank you.
I know.
She's for a good reason.
Let you tell it.
It
I
is
just
a good
man-
reason because
it
I
is.
wish you would on my
Yeah, I
birthday.
just mess with y'all. You know, I ride everybody hard.
Oh,
I
yeah,
bet
man.
you
Hey, man,
won't.
you're a good boss.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet you won't.
Yeah, I ride my kids hard.
Everybody but yourself.
I ride myself
just
hard.
playing.
I'm,
boss.
I'm myself's biggest critic.
You
know
gotta
what
be.
I'm saying?
You gotta be. Gotta be.
Yeah. Well, you got jokers over here. She tried to imitate me and can't even do
Y'all
it
a good
right.
team, though. Y'all a great team, man. Y'all a
Thank
great
you.
team. Y'all a great team.
Appreciate you, sir. I'm glad
Yeah.
you like it.
I love it.
Okay.
Thousands of people like it, so
Yeah.
y'all good.
Yeah, we almost at 2,000. I
Yeah,
want to thank
1,000.
everybody.
Absolutely.
Maybe by the time this in the air, but yeah, this
It
will.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this will be at 2,000.
This interview gonna push you over.
Hey.
Oh,
Gonna push you over. Yeah.
that's what I need.
It's gonna push you over.
I need some subscribers.
Yes, sir.
I need my man Rife to blow up. We gonna go viral just by seeing Real on that jacket.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah.
That's all I had to do. Walk in. So,
Come on.
So how did you after? So what happened after 2 Real?
after 2 Real, I just kept on DJing parties, rapping, and I started making little mixtapes. Rapping on other people's beats.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so I would sell them at Mr. Blues
Already. So
in the South. Yeah, so we had a good relationship. He taught me a lot of stuff about retail. So I would bring my tapes up there. He listened to them and be like, "Nah, I don't like that." And then he started selling my tapes in there. So I started doing that on my own, probably about 17, 18.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, started doing that and just kept moving and grew.
You had to hustle in you early.
I did.
How long did you stay under the tutelage of Mr. Blue?
Oh man, till they closed.
Really?
Yeah, till they closed. Yeah,
He's a good brother.
he's a great brother, man.
Man, he used to let me bring my CDs. I about to say cassettes.
Yeah.
My CDs up there on consignment as well.
Right, because the thing is, when you was DJing back then, I used to buy my music from there,
Okay.
or I buy it from Sound Warehouse right there on Polk and 67. It was really those two places. So of course, Mr. Blues would have the album that weekend. They came out that Tuesday.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Get
So
it
I
early.
would get it early. So I go in there on a Friday or Saturday, get whatever's new that's coming out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it at the parties and,
First
all
to
that
have
kind
it.
of thing. Yeah.
You breaking music.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
That's what's up.
No
So
doubt.
where were you DJing? I just house
Man,
parties
just
yourself?
house parties. I did a couple of, snuck in and did a couple like animes and stuff like that.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Okay.
back then. So, but
Any
everywhere.
proms or anything like that?
Nah, just
school?
house parties. Yeah,
You was too real for him.
yeah, just house parties.
Too real.
man.
Get it? Pun intended.
And my partners loved it because we could be all over the city. You know what I'm saying? Like I call them like, hey man, I'm in the Grove.
Yeah.
I'm in Oak Cliff. They come and get out the girls.
Oh yeah.
So it all worked out. It worked out perfect.
It's like that, ain't it?
Yeah.
You do all the work. and your
Right, they
partners
come in
do-
and scoop everything
Yeah, man. I remember being that guy.
Yeah,
I remember getting that guy. I'm working.
yeah.
And my partners, them out there doing the do. I don't let them get in free. And you know what else happened? Sometimes a lot of the times they would disappear before breakdown.
Oh yeah, it happened all the time.
Yeah.
So y'all done
Yeah,
left
all the
before
time.
it's time to
Yeah.
rake up the money.
Yeah, and that's the worst time.
Oh yeah,
Because
man.
we are energetic loading it up. At the end of the night,
yeah.
I'm tired, a little bit of
Oh
buzz.
yeah,
And next thing you know, I gotta break it down.
and I'm bringing in house speakers and
See, that's why you supposed to say
all
the
of
pay
that.
to the end.
Yeah.
blowing amps, all that.
Yeah,
kind of
well, they
crap.
getting paid by playing out there with them girls.
Yeah.
That's they pay right there.
Yeah, real
Yeah,
talk.
they didn't really want no money. They just they wanted to get in free
Right,
Well, that was your
and the
fault.
kicking it in the
Right.
association.
right.
I'm with the DJ. What?
Right.
Next thing you know, they end up at the
DJ by himself.
Linfield.
In the mix.
A one man band
I'm
DJ
stuck
by
still
himself
there,
at the
you
end
know.
of the
Y'all
night,
remember the Southern
Trying to
Comfort?
get
carrying
paid.
speakers on his back.
Y'all remember the Southern Comfort?
Well, Master Sweets.
Master Sweet Inn.
It was
yeah.
ours, Master
Yeah.
Sweets.
Yeah,
2
Master
for
Sweet
10.
Inn. Yeah, 2 for 10. The Sunbelt.
Oh yeah.
Sunbelt.
Anything 35, Laurelland to Ann Arbor, you good.
That's real. And then you had the one right up under the bridge and 45 and
Oh yeah. That's
on Linfield.
Linfield.
On Linfield, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's the street.
Long time ago. For those that, you know.
Yeah, my wife said she didn't partake in none of that.
None of that.
None of those extracurricular activities.
We man.
Yeah,
And we tell you what it looked like.
growing up, boy.
growing up in the hood.
I'm telling you.
That's what we had. But so after the DJ,
Already.
after DJing, what made you decide to take rap seriously?
Man, I thought I was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was pretty good. And of course, at the DJ and the parties, I would rap against whoever there, kind of battle rapping and stuff, rapping at school. And I just kept making tapes. And funny story, so when I was about my senior year of high school, about 18, I had a guy wanted to sign me then too. Mm-hmm. And I saw DeVille on here. Me and DeVille was actually signed to the same dude.
Oh yeah,
At one point in time. Mm-hmm. It was his uncle, I believe. And so I remember.
shout out to Bill.
Shout out to DeVille. I've been knowing him for a long time. So I was 18. So.
Already.
So I go out to the studio one time with them, and all I had was a Scarface instrumental. Put it on there. Got in there freestyle. And I got out the booth. There was a contract right there, like, come on, rock with us. Come on, sign with us. So I was like, man, I did that for a little while, and that didn't quite work out. But I just love music. You know what I'm saying? I love creating music, making beats, and I wanted to kind of do both.
Yeah.
Like rap, well, all three. Rap, make beats, and then
And
create
DJ.
my own label at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so that's how I did the downstream click and all that.
How did it come to the real situation?
Yeah, so that's a funny story too. So like I said, I'm noticing everything going on in the city. I'm trying to hit up everybody, and I remember when they dropped that first Killer Cotton Field. Yeah, that was like 97.
Yep.
97, 98. I was graduating from high school at the time. So I'm calling the number on the CD like crazy. Trying to get somebody on the phone. Nobody answering the phone. And just so happened one day, I see Blow and Cotton performing at the ranch. Right there off of Houston School Road,
Oh, yeah,
20.
yeah.
So they performing one day, and I said, man, I got to get with these dudes. They were jamming. I mean, if y'all don't know, that first one was a monster. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I'm like, man, I got to get with these dudes. So I ran up on them when they were coming off stage.
Yes.
And I ran into Bo Blunt. You know, Bo Blunt was managing managing Pimps at the time. And so I ran into him, got his number, called him, and then he put me on three-way with 24.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And I rapped on the phone for 24, like on the phone.
And you said this was fresh after high school?
Yeah, fresh out to graduate.
Okay.
That's something. Yeah, that's something. And 24 was like, yeah, that's straight. I'm going to call you, bro. I'm going to call you. And that nigga never called me. That nigga never called me, bro.
24?
Never called me.
And then what happened?
So I was like, okay. So just so happened, a buddy of mine that I had grew up with, like a brother, I was telling him about the story. And he said, oh, you talking about Fat? I said, yeah, 24K. He said, oh, man, that's my cousin. I said, that's your cousin?
Yeah.
This whole time, that's been your cousin? Like, yeah, it's my
call
first
him.
cousin.
Okay.
Now, who was that?
My partner JB,
Okay.
and so I knew JB's family, growing up with him and everything. So I go to one of their family functions and run into 24 again, and the rest was history.
And the rest was history. You ain't answer your phone, fool.
Yeah,
You ain't called.
we
You charged him up.
We
You
used
charged him up.
to laugh about that all the
You
time.
supposed to charge him up. Hey.
Yeah, we
it's
laugh about
me.
that all the time.
Can't call nobody.
It's like, man, you know, I got a lot going on, and you know,
But you know what? It was
but
meant
it
to
worked
happen.
out. Yeah, it worked out.
When you circle back around and see somebody again, it must be God
Yeah,
sent.
yeah, it worked out, man.
God-given.
Yeah,
So
Sometimes it's the
I
time.
know you've heard. This isn't the question. This is just a statement.
yeah.
I know you've heard about the infamous recording session for that Killer Cotton Fields 1.
Man, say when I got there, we were still having little recording sessions, kind of like that.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? When I got there, but yeah, those were I heard about them. You know what I'm saying? But when I got there,
That could be a movie.
yeah,
That recording session should be a documentary.
yeah. That was
Them boys got banned
yeah.
from a studio.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we were young.
Don't you come back here. You hear?
23, 24, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
In hindsight, we didn't look like we didn't think we thought we
Yeah,
were grown. You
right,
know what I'm saying? But we
right.
kids, hindsight, you know, we sitting around thinking about, man, you motherfucker can't tell us nothing.
Right,
We grown and
right.
get your ass out my studio.
Right.
Steve Posse, y'all get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, y'all blowing weed, smoke all in the microphone.
Oh man.
In here with your shirts all off. 15 black guys in a booth. What is going on around
Yeah,
here?
when I first got there,
What is going on around here?
That what he said?
when I first got there, me and
He had them
20
glasses.
me and 24 hooked up like that week. And then by that weekend, he called me and was like, hey man, I got a studio. I'm like, oh, you got a studio? I was like, yeah, I got a studio.
Ooh.
He come pick me up. We go buy equipment. He asking me what equipment to buy. We get the equipment, and then we ended up putting the studio in the same building as a bank. I don't know if you remember, it was on Munga Avenue.
Is this the one? Well, I remember the studio y'all had. How many studios did you have?
We had 3.
The one I came to was the one that was on is that
Fitzhugh.
Fitzhugh.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that was the last one we had.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I may have come to the second one, but
Yeah, the
On
first
Munga.
one was on Munga. It was a bank at like the bottom. We was on top of the bank, so we
Okay.
couldn't really do nothing till after the bank closed.
that's screwed up.
After 5.
And we were beating down the walls in there like crazy, you know. And
Was Snake over
they
there?
kicked us out. Yeah, Snake came.
Oh, they
Snake came.
kicked
in-
y'all out?
Oh, they kicked us out in a week.
Well, I bet because y'all was
In a
not
week.
gonna stop smoking weed.
So y'all
In
was
a
doing
week.
stuff before the bank closed. Then.
Yeah, we were banging. We
Let
were
them have
banging out
to.
the frame.
I guarantee you, when the bank got there, and the next day, they could still smell the weed smoke.
Probably so. Yeah, we was getting it. We was getting it out there.
Yeah,
They're like, oh my God.
Like, what is
Yeah.
going on?
Do you
Yeah.
smell that?
yeah. It
was
smells like a
wild.
polecat in here.
It was wild. Yeah, we left there and went to got into the kitchen. Then we had a little room
Oh yeah,
in the kitchen right there
in the south.
in the south. Yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out to JP.
Shout out to JP.
JP in the kitchen.
So let's
I think
talk
everybody
about-
been to the kitchen, huh?
Let's talk about I think everybody from that era. If you wanted, I mean, I ain't gonna say everybody, but that was like a rite of passage.
It was
Going
yeah,
through the
it
kitchen.
was. Yeah,
You
it
know what
was.
I'm talking about? JP had to put his fingerprints on it, or at least play guitar on it, or something.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Kitchen.
Yep.
So let's talk about High Noon.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that was your first solo project.
Mm-hmm.
How was that feeling? Saying, okay, everything I've been working hard for. You know, I've DJ'd
Right.
all these house parties. I've come up on equipment.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh yeah, all of that. Yeah.
I've produced songs.
Right.
I've battle rapped at the
Yeah.
parties.
Right.
I've sent out all these tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm working on my debut album.
It was like a dream, man. It was like to have it be your debut album and then be coming out the success of what you need at the same time.
Yeah.
So, man, it was crazy. It was like everything was coming together. Then I had features on the album, which I didn't.
I saw you.
I didn't expect. You know, Flip and Short and all them on there. That was like I couldn't believe it.
I think I'm my CD.
Yeah, well, I just got a brand new sealed copy the other day.
Really?
Original sealed copy.
Wow.
So, as a matter of fact, they on eBay right now for like $90 a piece. Yeah, that's the original. So I finally got an original copy. So
Yeah, man. I certain CDs, especially like you,
Yeah.
You know, your debut.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
I can't throw it away.
Yeah,
I can't,
you was there. You was part of that recording process too.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
I
you
do
was
on there?
We did. You helped me with swinging like a piece and chain.
Swinging like a piece of
Swinging
chain.
like a piece and chain. Yeah,
I remember being in there doing a lot of recording for Snake.
yeah, man. Snake
Get in there and do this, Bobo.
Yeah.
Get in there and do that, Bobo.
Man,
I got a
learned
song
so
with
much.
MC Breed.
Yeah. Snake was. I learned so much. That was another dream come true for me too. Because as a DJ, like that's all I listened to was Dr. Rock on the radio, Snake and Snake making the beats.
Yes.
And then to kind of like be thrown into like.
Oh, you got thrown to the fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in here I'm making beats. Snake is right there while I'm making beats. And he's like, oh, no, take that out. Put that in there. Do this. And then I'm trying to engineer like that. What you need, me and Chris, my brother, we engineered that album too.
Yeah. Ooh.
And Snake was right there like, nah, turn this, do this. Nah, you got to do it like this.
You had a
So
good
it was
mentorship.
Like, it was like a crash course from the best. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I mean, think about it. I mean, for your first project,
Yeah,
your first real project,
right.
you got thrown into the fire.
I
mean,
did.
you got thrown into, at that time, one of the record labels that was at the top of the game,
Mm-hmm.
for the city.
Yeah.
And, bro, and then the people that were around, Cottonmouth,
Cotton was a
legend.
man.
And then introducing Blowfly.
Fly+Dj.
At that time, Blowfly was, I mean,
Imagine going in the booth trying to, having to rap and him right there, and man, it was just like
Killer Jaye.
yeah, man, it was crazy, man. It was
Ooh.
like it was the perfect
He
situation.
didn't intimidate you?
Well,
Blowfly? Blowfly was intimidating.
Yeah.
when I first met Blow, he had just dropped Death Before the Sun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm jamming that. I'm like, man, this nigga here is
You're on another level.
man.
Yes.
It's incredible. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? The way he was rapping on there, and Snake did the beats. And then we got in together, started working on What You Need together. And my brother and I, we pretty much produced all of What You Need, I think, except for 2 songs.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was just incredible, man.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
And being in there, like you say, with, because I was involved
Yeah.
and I walked that life, I don't know how it felt for people who went in the industry at that time to be sitting there. I do remember Dr. Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I wasn't in the industry then.
Yeah.
But I was budding when Snake and Al and them started.
Yeah.
And so how was that being a kid listening to both of those stations? I heard you bring that up.
Man.
Listening to Dr. Rock 4 turntable mega mix Friday nights.
Oh man, that was like
Wednesday we at the All Hearty Del Party show.
when I was trying to like I was so young, but I'm trying to like go to the stage. I'm begging people, man, take me up there to beat Dr. Rock. Take me to the station. And I remember as a kid, I had an aunt that was, she was of age, kind of in that circle, when everything was popping off at the time. And so she had a friend. Her friend say she was dating somebody in the Feel It Fresh crew. I don't know. I don't know.
It was DOC, fool.
I don't know nothing about that.
It was DOC.
But they took me to a show to watch the Feel It Fresh crew perform.
What was that show?
It was at some high school.
Okay.
It was at some high school. I was super young, but I remember watching them get up there on stage and then performing, and the crowd was just going crazy. I think that's really when the light bulb kind of
I about to say you was
turned
sold
on.
right then.
I was sold, and I met them after the show, rap for them and everything.
So you rap for the DOC?
I guess so. I mean, I didn't know who he was at the time.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I was a kid.
You rap for Doc Trey.
Yeah, I was a kid, so. But yeah, I was sold that right, and I saw that.
Oh wow, that's a hell of
That's
a experience.
Major, right?
Yeah, I'm sold.
You see how God works though.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
Shout out to your Amy.
man, no kidding.
Right?
You know what I'm talking about?
No kidding, bro.
Amy
No
put
kidding.
you in a serious situation.
Put me in a serious
So,
situation, man.
so listen to yourself. Amy put you with the Feel It Fresh crew.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the kids in Dallas, you were able to get up there and rap for them.
Yeah,
Okay. Then you had the foresight to mail out tapes.
yeah,
One of them end up in the hand of a person you end up talking to.
yeah.
It didn't transpire like you wanted it to.
Right.
But then you had a family member
Yeah,
to
man.
make it happen.
Yeah,
And then that situation
right.
led you into being around the legendary DJ Snake
Yeah, yeah, man.
and the legendary 24K.
Yeah, It was all like it was like
Actually, it's like a movie.
When it's for you, it's
real
for
talk,
you.
real
Yeah.
talk. It was like a movie, bro.
When
It was
it's-
real like a movie.
Yeah.
Because my wife, you a little bit older than my wife, so you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Draw the picture
Mm-hmm.
for wifey. 99,
Yeah.
2000, 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Friday nights, Sunday night, Club GG's.
Oh my
I
god.
already know.
Oh my god. Do it. Bro,
Really?
if
I was at GG's performing. Yeah.
Now,
Sunday nights.
They didn't have performance on Sunday nights. Or
Sunday
Thursdays.
nights, that's what it was like. It was in the north, but Sunday nights was the South Side night. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody from the South
Yes.
came on Sunday
In
night.
that back bar.
We had a bar, we had our own corner
Yes.
and our own bar. And
you
man,
couldn't
that was
come back
like,
there.
Man. And you gotta remember at that time, I wasn't even really 21 yet when we started going in there.
Yes.
So like I either had to sometimes I get in, sometimes I couldn't get in. And then my brother couldn't go. So my brother would stay at the studio
Yes.
while we go in there until he could start coming. But that was like, man, that was
That was a movie in itself.
oh my God. That
And
was,
they were playing all our music.
there was, man.
Oh my God, they were playing everybody's songs at that time.
It was incredible,
bro.
man. It was incredible, man. I got so many stories and oh my God.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
That was incredible. Do you remember the night? I hate to bring it up,
Yeah.
but it was a night after GG's
Mm-hmm.
that we lost our brother.
Yeah.
You remember that night? Were you at the club that night?
No, you been with 24 Lil?
Yes.
He was actually wasn't at Gigi's. He was at
We was at GG's.
yeah. It was Valentine's
It was
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
yes.
Day night.
I remember that.
He called me and was like, "Man, come on out to the club, man. Let's go kick it, whoop the whoop." And this is again like a movie. I was with my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife. You know what I'm saying? That was our first Valentine's Day together.
Yes.
So she came to my crib, we chilled. I was like, "Nah, man, I'm chilling, man. I ain't gonna go." And lo and behold, 3-4 that morning, I get that phone call. You know what I'm saying? Why my wife was there?
In other words, you most likely would have been in the car with him.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah.
No doubt in my mind. None of us went. Like I didn't go. Blow didn't go. He went.
He was with old girl.
He was with his girl at
I
the time.
can't remember her name. But
Yeah,
yeah.
he was with his girl at the time. But he called me like, "Man, come on out, man. Come on out." I was like, "Nah, I'm chilling. I'm Kool-Aid, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a little something new." And yeah, man, it was
was a
Valentine's Day.
That was a dark time right there.
Man, it was
like,
devastating.
yeah.
Cause see, I grew up. I'm the oldest. I got a brother and a sister, and I'm the oldest of all the cousins as well. So like, I was always the oldest.
Yeah.
Like, you know, something happened, go get Rodney. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to stay somewhere. He gonna be there with y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
But he was like my big brother. I didn't have a big brother, so he was that guy. So it was
yeah.
devastating.
How old were you? You remember?
Man, that was I was probably maybe
You were 25.
24, 25 maybe.
Yeah, about you. About
Yeah.
I couldn't even see you being
24,
25.
25, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, man.
Yeah, it was devastating, man.
How
Man,
did
we-
that impact you? Like, did it?
Man,
Stop
well, for a while it did. I really didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, it was kind of like, cause I'll be honest with you, a lot of people changed after that happened.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
In the clique?
some in the clique, but more so the industry. You know what I'm saying? If I can be real,
Talk about it.
a lot of industry folks kind of just kind of went away from us.
Turn their back on you.
Yeah, because 24 was funding everything.
He was the glue.
It was a glue.
Yep.
When we go out, all the DJs will go out with us. We go out to eat, we feed all the DJs, all the promoters, the club people.
Yeah.
And when he passed, it's like,
Yeah, we ain't messing with it.
They was gone.
They was only there for the meal ticket.
yeah, they were gone.
That's
They were
sad
gone.
though.
Yeah,
That
Fair
tells
weather
you.
friends.
Yes, that's what exactly. That tells you what kind of friends they are.
yeah. But I will say though, I give a couple of guys some real credit. Number one, you never turned
Thank
your
you.
back on us. You always invited us up there to the show,
Yep.
even after 24 passed. and the other guy is Big Bink.
Big Bang. Shout out Big Bang.
Shout out Big Bink. Big Bink is responsible for getting like Dig That in rotation.
Woo!
All of that. He was doing that. You know, they were playing Dig That before they had a DJ. There was no disc jockey on 97.
I remember.
They were playing Dig That and what's my Big Gipp song that come through here we serving. That's all they were playing. And when 24 passed, Bink would still let me come up there into the meetings, play new music, working in the mix shows.
Good.
He really
He
really helped us out.
He a real solid brother, man.
Yeah.
Especially back then, you know what I mean?
Especially back then.
Because the city was rap was so young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We needed that from everybody, to be honest, and to have that outlet that 97.9 gave. Boy, that was because we could only do so much at our station.
Yeah, I know.
You know, more people. I mean, it's almost like this. I created Snake, Big Al, and Casanova for breaking a lot of rap.
Yeah.
A lot of underground rap. But more people listen to K104.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So more people listening to Dr. Rock.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And he was Friday night.
Absolutely.
You know, you had to listen to Snake on a school night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's close to your bedtime. It was at 7 to midnight, 7 to 10, something like that. They were on.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, some parents were real strict about that.
Absolutely.
So, but for sure on Friday nights. Yes,
right.
you listening. You know what I mean? And Dr. Rock had a bigger platform.
Yeah, big platform.
Yeah, so it was same scenario. Same scenario, man. So lately, I've been seeing, you know, Real to Real making a Real to Real comeback.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, it was you know, we always kind of just dipped and dabbed and stuff. Like I did a project like in 06 and I did one in 08.
Yeah.
But then I think that when the pandemic hit, you know, I was like sitting at the crib and I was like, man, you know, the world had kind of stopped. You know what I'm saying? I was used to traveling, moving around, hustling. Now I'm at the crib, I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? The kids here. I'm like, man, what, you know, I started thinking like, man, if this was to stay like this, what would I really want to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I said, I really want to do music. So I started making beats, like making a beat a day. I started getting back in the studio.
Oh, really?
And so I started doing stuff, did a mixtape in like 2021, and it did well. And then I called Flo Fleas and I said, hey, man, I think it's time. You know what I'm saying? I think I got a little lane for us. And he jumped in 2 feet first and we've been on ever since.
I read it. Next thing you know, it's another Killer Cottonfields.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Y'all albums.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm hearing this. It sparked a lot. Next thing you know, I hear possibly another Rally Boys.
Another Rally Boys, yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
The Killer Cottonfield 2 was personal for me because that was kind of, you know...
That's your point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I really wanted to get that to happen. And just so happened, when we got together at the Salad video, I pulled both of them to the side, and they, you know, we had a conversation, and they were both down, and it worked out.
So that's where it sprang from, the Salad video.
That Salad video was epic.
Yeah.
That Salad video was epic. So
It
you
was.
telling me that happened?
Yeah.
I think Money Waters told us that was the first time Pook and Lucci had been in the same room.
Yeah.
So a couple things
A lot
happened
of
that
stuff
night.
happened that night, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was great, man. So we started working and dropped Killer Cottonfield 2 last year, dropped Real to Real for Life for Blowfly last year, dropped the Overdose 2 for Blowfly last year, dropped Boss Cross 20 last year, and we got some new heat coming too.
I got the new title for the new album.
Who you
What's
working
that?
with on some of the new ones?
Well, like this new project I'm working on is, for the first time, I'm producing all the beats myself.
Ooh.
For the first time. And then like I'm still trying to get my brother to come on back in. My brother getting so much money now, he ain't even thinking about
he
it.
feeling it. Yeah.
You know, but I'm trying to get him to come on back in and get on them boards again.
Come on.
Hey, he is jamming.
But he's all this stuff. Dig That, the song with Short, Flip, anything you heard from us on the radio, he touched it.
Yeah.
He touched it.
That boy had a lot of talent.
He touched it, man.
What you mean he ain't got the passion for it? You
You
know what I'm
don't, man. really, you talk about what happened after the 24 passed. It really
affected him.
Yeah.
He was a lot younger than
Yeah.
Well, not a lot younger, but
Yeah.
So the new title. You just said
What's that?
24K.
Man, I've been thinking about it. I actually thought about dropping it on his birthday on July 4th.
That name of the album need to be 24K.
Yeah, I thought about that, man.
Yeah, man.
That's real talk.
Dedication album.
That's real talk. And what's crazy is again, like you said, like a movie. So his daughter just had a kid maybe a year or two ago, and it's Keldrick Branch the second.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to meet her, and we do a little balloon release on his birthday and stuff. And
he had good toolers, man. He was up under the wing of Al Wash, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Al Wash is a
big
bird. Yeah. To be up under his wing.
Yeah, Keith and James Price and all of them. Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to Keedy. Shout out to James.
They actually was executive producer for High Noon.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they was executive
That's a
producer.
super tight exclusive.
Yeah, and we thought for sure, because their name was on the wax and everything. Because I was like, they name on the wax, they got some of the clubs got to play it. They had all the clubs.
DJ single.
Yeah, they had all the clubs.
But the thing about it is, you have to, me and them, make the DJs play it.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
We still cool. We see each other every now and then.
Now you mentioned you had been on the road lately. What you been doing?
Man, so 2021, I got Blow on the road. We did a tour for Blow. First time him doing his own tour by himself, which was, something I really wanted to do for him.
I mean, dates you
We did 8 dates, really Texas, Oklahoma, and even Colorado. We did like 420 in Colorado and all that. So that was dope. And then this past year, I've been on the road with Point Blank and K Reno and SPC. And I got a show with them next week. And then we go back to Colorado, all of us together.
So you mean to tell me every time I talk to you and you say you out of town, you out there doing that kind of business?
Yeah, so, well, a little bit of that. So I'm kind of a hired gun now. So I kind of go where I wanted to go.
Okay.
So I got a lot of young artists I work with where I'm trying to get them kind of to get their sound together or get them to kind of, push them to a certain level. So I'm traveling all over the country kind of doing that right now too.
Already.
LA and New York and places like that.
Man, I didn't even know that's what, you know what I thought you was out there doing?
What's that?
You gonna laugh.
Yeah.
I thought you were out there doing insurance work.
Oh, no, man.
Cause you was moving from city to city.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
an insurance adjuster.
Yeah, no. I'm out there. I honestly, I live like I'm retired. You know what I'm saying?
Doing what you want to do.
Doing what I want to do. I was blessed that after the music thing kind of slowed down in 2008, I started doing podcasts. I started a podcast company, and we started doing live events. So we started doing sports, and it was called NTX Game. People might know that, but I had the broadcasting rights for pretty much every high school.
Wow.
DeSoto mainly, Duncanville. I had a deal with the UIL, so I had all their championship games. So we were the first to kind of do the live broadcast video. And then in December 2019, I sold it to Mamba, the Mamba group. No, Kobe's group.
Really?
Yeah, 2019.
You got a good little check?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I never got a chance to really sit down with Kobe. That's all I really wanted. But so I could put that away, and then now I just live like I'm retired, man.
So I'm about to say, they wrote you a check big enough to where you can say, you know what? I'm about to live my life.
Yeah, man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I put that away, and so I'm good with that. So now I just do what I kind of want to do. So I'm still kind of a hired gun. I travel a little bit, and I still work with young artists too. But my passion is the older artists.
Yeah.
That's why I've been trying to get you on the road.
I told you, if your wife will let you.
Yeah, if your wife will let you. But when I moved to, I got a crib out in Atlanta like the end of 2020.
Okay.
And when I go out there, I've heard you say this too. They play so much old music out there.
Yes.
Like everywhere you go in Atlanta.
Yes.
Restaurant, lounge, club, car wash.
Yes.
It's just all the old music is
Why
still
we not
on.
hearing elbows out the window on the radio right now?
And what was funny, I would be calling the guys. Like, I I heard like they play Lil Will like crazy.
Yes.
So I be calling those guys like, man, do you know they playing all your stuff out here? I'm like, y'all not out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to kind of create that lane or that scene here in Dallas.
That's beautiful.
I want to do like a show with a Nemesis or a Dr. Rock or a Ron C show. You know what I'm saying? I want to create that lane here and then being around Point Blank and Reno and SPC and seeing how they move. I want to create that lane for us out here.
I'm gonna tell you where to start first. You have got to start with the fans.
Yeah, true.
The artist is ready to go.
Right.
That's true.
It's the consumers you have to get
That's true.
to buy in.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And if there's anything we can do to help, you know, because
Yeah.
that's what we're doing, you know,
Yeah.
trying to be that bridge, that connection, and maybe, you know, at least you know you got 2,000 subscribers that are,
Yeah, no
you know what I'm
doubt.
saying? That are,
Yeah, we're gonna do that Bobo and Luciano too. Don't worry, it's coming.
oh, let's go.
Y'all heard it here first. It's
I
coming.
done lost 25 pounds.
You looking good, man. You looking good. You looking good. We're gonna do the bitch get up off me too.
Let's go. I got how many minutes I need?
Oh man, you got all the time you want, brother.
No. Be real though. How many?
You need a good solid 10, 12.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about 4
Solid good 10. I would say, man, one thing I learned with going on tour with SPC is, boy, they fan base and they merch game is incredible.
That's what it's about.
Incredible. I remember I go on the road to a show with K Reno. He got all his books, all his CDs, his vinyl.
That's why I say he reminds me of
Man, it's crazy.
what's the guy from? Oh, he reminds me of down south, JT the Bigger Figure.
Yeah. That'd
And
be a
what's the
good
other boy
comparison.
name?
It's kind of like that.
KC? Tech Nine.
Tech Nine. Yeah, that's a great comparison.
Yes, because he is self-contained,
Yes, sir.
and like you say, that fan base.
Man.
You can't
So-
say nothing negative about K Reno.
The shows I do with them, man, I mean, they 60, 75% Caucasian,
And
and they buying everything. So it's got my merch game up.
yes,
So when I go do shows with them, I make more money on merch than just as much money on merch as I did for the show.
well, let's go, baby.
Yeah, so they
Hit the road?
they tapped in.
We're gonna be like Toby and Nigway in Fats.
Yeah, they tapped in.
Yeah, you going with me, and the babies.
Might as well do it.
Make it a family thing. Like, you know, you see how Toby and Nigway
Oh yeah,
with his whole
yeah, he
family.
dope, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody, come on,
Super
let's go,
dope, man. Super dope, man.
Get us a little van. Not
Super
that
dope.
kind of
Let me
van.
tell you something.
Not
You
that
gotta
kind of
keep
van,
on
baby.
with these vans. It's
Not that kind
happening.
of. I'm talking about like a Sprinter type van.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be ready. We're gonna have the vans. We're gonna have sponsors. We're gonna be ready.
Oh,
We're gonna hit that road.
let's go.
Now, we got a little inside joke.
Oh, okay.
She think I want to put in a
he did.
caravan
he
or
did
something
wanna
like
put
that.
me in a van.
Like a church van?
no town like a
Like,
soccer mom.
like a
Soccer
town
mom.
and country.
Oh, okay. You don't like the town and country? Not your thing. I mean, you're more of a suburban Tahoe. Bentley truck.
That's exactly what I drive.
Bentley
I ain't
truck.
never had
Okay.
to buy her Tahoe,
Bentley
bro.
truck.
Yes.
Bentley truck.
I had to-
Lamborghini truck.
Yeah, he
Shit.
was like, we need a van in the family. And I was like, well, you get it.
Well, I'm sure he got that Bentley truck money. So
Shit.
you know what I'm talking about? Super
No.
tight TV,
No. This is all the money I got right
baby. Super
here.
tight TV, baby.
This is all the money we have right
yeah,
here.
speak it into
Super
existence.
tight
Speak it
TV.
into
Put it out
existence.
there into the
Bentley
universe.
truck money, man.
Hi.
Speak what another one of those deals you did. What was the name of that company? NTX.
Yeah.
Speak that into existence.
It's
Rub that blue
coming,
star
man.
again, bro.
It's coming, brother.
Thank you,
It's
bro.
coming. It's coming.
Thank
It's
you.
coming. It's coming.
We just want to be a force.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? We want to be able to pop our shiznit like everybody else,
Yeah.
but humbly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never shiznit on nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make their money.
Y'all doing your thing, bro.
I appreciate you.
Y'all taking over, man.
Man, I hope we do take over.
Y'all taking over.
And as long as we got your support
Yes, sir.
and brothers like
Always.
you and sisters
Always.
that have the same kind of drive and energy you have,
Absolutely.
support us.
Support us.
Sky's the
Support
limit,
our
bro.
platform.
Always.
Support
Sky's
us.
the limit.
Putting these artists in front of you, this history. Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
I don't know if you remember, man, but I was at your the best time at your station I ever had.
That
It's-
party.
The party.
Nah, we pulled up one day, went in there, and you was on the phone with Pimp,
Oh.
and he was going hard. He was
Famous
going
interview.
hard,
Mm.
and I'm sitting there like, man, is that Pimp on the phone? He's like, yeah, that's Pimp on the phone,
Yeah.
and that boy was going super hard. I was like, man, what I'm gonna say?
Oh yeah.
What am I gonna say on the radio?
Hey, I was talking to somebody the other day that didn't even know I had that radio show.
Oh, for real?
DMD.
Oh,
DJ DMD.
okay.
I talked to DMD.
Yeah.
And I said, shout out to Dory Dorsey. 25 lighters on my dresser.
25
man.
Bibles.
Yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Matter of
25
fact,
Bibles.
25
I heard.
Bibles, yeah.
That's my jam.
Yeah, in case y'all ain't heard that one, it's 25
I heard.
Bibles. But yeah, he didn't know. And I told him about those classic Pimp C interviews.
Man, I was like, what is going on? Where did we walk into?
They think that Atlanta interview was the one.
No.
I got a good 3.
That lift your skirt.
Yeah.
That lift your skirt interview. I walked in, I was like, what?
Oh, we're talking about Skip. Oh, Dick.
Yeah.
My bad.
I was like, man, what we gonna say after this? You know what I'm saying?
Can you
You want to come back another day?
No, follow it up,
Yeah,
baby.
come on. Like, God, what we gonna say?
He warmed it up for y'all.
Boy, he sure did.
Yeah, man.
Pimp was my man.
What's next for Rifle?
Man, what's next is I got a new project I'm working on. Apparently, we have a title for it. It's called 24K.
There you go.
Comes out on July 4th.
Okay.
It's really about done. I'm just putting a couple features on there. So it's going to be a feature heavy project.
Oh, who's some of the people we can look forward to hearing?
It's going to be some surprises.
Oh, okay.
You're going to see
Give us
some
one.
surprise.
Keep it
Reached
under
out.
wraps. Keep it under wraps.
One little surprise.
Well, I've been traveling a lot.
Sneak peek.
I've been traveling a lot, so there's gonna be some surprises. I'm reaching down into Houston, doing some work again with, doing some stuff with Flip again and a few other people. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I'm spreading out a little bit, and we want to do a Sad Boys album. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. We've never done one, and
You blowing cotton?
that's kind of what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Although the Killer Cottonfield 2 is kind of all three of us to a degree. But talking about that, and then there's a compilation I'm working on. It's going to feature like a bunch of guys here in Texas.
Already.
So
That's
that's
good.
almost done too.
That's what's up.
Well, man, I sure appreciate you coming.
Man, I appreciate you having me, man. Finally, man.
Oh, yeah, man. We had to connect the
finally,
dots.
we've been
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard when you busy.
Yeah,
And
man.
we both busy.
Yeah, bro.
I'm glad we was able to. You was able to carve out some time and come see us, bro.
Absolutely, man.
You got some shout outs, brother?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole clique, man. Shout out to Blow, Fly+Dj, Cotton Mouth, all the young guys I'm working with. Shout out to Chris, of course. I know he gonna see this.
Yeah. What's up, Chris? What's up, brother? I
yeah.
miss you.
Yeah, man. And
Come see what we doing at least.
to all y'all fans out there, Blowfly fans, I have an album loaded and ready. The last album that him and Chris did together that nobody's heard. That I promise y'all is gonna be.
fire.
If you're a Blowfly fan, this is gonna be something like you never heard.
I'm his
before.
biggest fan.
So be on the lookout
Present.
for that. And any artists out there that want to do some work, man, hit me up.
Where can they find you?
Everywhere, man. CEO Rife 214. The look up Riflman anywhere. Downstream click. If you want to get on the road, you want to get some advice, you want to get some beats, holla at your boy.
Now, before we leave, my wife always asks the question. And I want her to do, because that High Noon album,
Yeah.
classic.
Yes, sir.
Classic.
Vinyl coming on that too. You gotta get that vinyl too.
If you have not heard,
Yeah.
that's why I say certain CDs I'm not gonna get rid
High
of.
Noon is a monster, man.
That was a monster.
It's a monster.
You was rapping your ass off
I
on
had
that, bro.
to. I had to.
Oh, you had some. I'm just saying,
I
though,
had to.
you got thrown into the fire.
Man, I'm telling
Either
you.
you gonna sink or swim.
Sink or swim, bro.
You swam
I had
your
to.
ass off. You was breaststroking,
had to.
butterfly stroking. You were doing all kind of
Had
backstroking
to.
on them beats. I
Had
said, oh,
to,
you
bro.
did the fully fool.
I had to, man.
Go young fool. Go damn fool.
So-
go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad.
Of your discography, what's your top 3 songs?
Ooh, top 3 songs?
Yeah.
Man, probably Every Day with Flip, because that was the one that really kicked it off radio play wise and stuff. Get Somewhere
Okay.
off that Blowfly What You Need. That was kind of a debut, so to speak. And then man, well, that's a tough one, man. Probably Still Living. Is if you got Smoke in the City 2, there's a song called Still Living, very personal song. Probably the most personal song I've done. That's probably one of my top 3.
Already.
That's what's up.
Yeah, top 3. And everything else, songs I produced, those are up there too.
Already.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You done a lot of work, bro.
Yeah, I'm
A
still
lot of work for
working.
the city.
Love it.
Still working, man.
You're a part of the fabric of the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate everything you've done.
Absolutely, man.
Everything that you're doing.
Yes.
I want you to keep up the hard work because it's men like you that's we need to get this city steered in the right direction.
I appreciate that.
Keep the South where we are as far as placement in hip hop. You know what I mean? And we just ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, and I still want to intern with Super Tight TV. Just want to put that out there.
Well, you said that, but I said you ain't got time. You know, I'll make time.
I'll make time.
Okay, well, we got my man here. He ready.
I'll make
He
time.
ready. We got a chair right there for you.
That's how.
We'll say, man, you can you already gave social medias and everything.
Yeah.
Well, don't let me do back up and do no extra talking. I got my man Riflman in the house. You are a super tight guest.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get it all up from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.